Hey guys, how's it going? It's BobbyKBikes here, and welcome to another BMX video. I've had this bike at Unit 23. If you remember from last week, this is the We the People Justice that I bought. Someone in the comments of the last video confirmed it's a 2012 We the People Justice. So I looked up the model in articles that were written at the time, and I can see what's been changed. I think the bars were red originally, but I think it was a different set of bars. Originally would have had red cranks and sprocket and a few other, I think they've removed decals or whatnot, but when this was new I think it sold for about £400, also a different seat. So I think it's a good bike. It did pretty well at Unit 23, but I'm a little bit miffed if I'm honest with you. I took it to Unit 23 and on the Saturday lesson, was riding it around, doing all the stuff that I usually do, and then suddenly the back tyre started rubbing, and my first thought was, no, I've buckled the back wheel, because I was at a lesson once a few months ago and I slightly buckled a back wheel and there was tyre rub, so I thought I was going to have to learn how to true wheels up or find new wheels. Turned out it was just that one of the wheel nuts wasn't quite tight enough, so I took it to the shop at Unit 23 and someone very kindly loosened off both the wheel nuts, straightened the wheel out, tightened it back, and it was fine. And my instructor was having a look at it. I was showing it to him and he said that it looked like I've got a good bike, but he suggested I replace my brake blocks. And we'll come to that later. And also, this little nut here, not for holding the lever assembly on, but just for holding the lever into the assembly, that was very loose and actually dropped off. I was quite lucky not to lose it. And I don't know if I lost it or if it wasn't there, but I looked down at some point to realise that I had no pinch bolt in the drive side crank. Now I took the bike to my local bike shop on the way home and they very kindly put a spare pinch bolt in there. It's a few threads too long, so I'm going to stick it in the vise and saw a few threads off to sort of clean that up. But the brake blocks is the main issue. I decided to have a little rummage around my spares bin, see if I could find a set of brake blocks that would fit this, because I really don't want to spend much money on this bike. And I removed the brake blocks, and this is what I found. As you can see, I only have half a brake block. Half of it's missing, and we're just down to this metal. Granted, the bike could stop pretty well, but I don't like that. The same's true of the other brake block, and this is perhaps why I didn't notice it, because this is my fault really, I only ever really looked at the bike from this angle, so that's all I could really see. And if we come around this side, imagine the brake blocks in situ, that's all you can really see. You only really notice that there's half a block missing if you really get in for a close look. So, you'll understand why I'm a little bit miffed. If I were fixing a bike up to sell, and the brake blocks were like that, I'd definitely replace them, especially if I were selling the bike for £75. Now, I don't want any trouble, I don't want any beef with these people. I'm the kind of person that I really want to see the best in everyone. I want to believe the best about everyone. So what I would like to believe is that the person who did the servicing on this bike, and I was told it was fully serviced, I want to believe the person who did that servicing was maybe having a bit of an off day, or maybe they were a fairly new volunteer and didn't really know when brake blocks need replacing. Now, fortunately, my receipt for this bike is also a 90-day warranty, I was told when I bought the bike. So before I even upload this video, I'm going to take the bike back and show them what's happened with the brake blocks and hopefully get a new set. And if that's the case, that's absolutely fair and I won't have a problem at all.